how to ensure your videos are in the highest quality possible. Because when you're posting to social like YouTube, TikTok, etc., most other people are doing that, right? They're making sure they're using their highest resolutions that they can possibly get to help that video quality stand out. So in order to do this with Dubb, there's a couple of steps. One is during the recording process. So if this is for something like YouTube, TikTok, Shorts, whatever you're using the desktop app, you'll start here with the webcam selector. So right here next to the webcam, you have your opportunities to select different definitions. I'm always going to recommend to start with one of these HDs, either full HD or regular HD. It will depend on the size of your monitor though. So if you have a really small monitor, like one of the little mini laptops or something, you will likely not be able to select this full HD. And if you're on one of those, just be aware that the quality, the resolution is not going to be as high as these ones. So that's the first part of it. Of course, this also does require a more modern webcam. So if you're on a 5+ year old laptop, there's a good chance, or even if it's a really low end laptop, maybe even newer, there's a good chance that webcam quality maybe only goes as high as 720. Device itself needs to be in to record it at least 1080. And then while you're recording, make sure you're in at least one of those HD settings. And then there's another setting here that you'll notice on Dubb. So actually, let me just go record one really quick and you guys will see the full experience. So here I'm just going to record a quick clip. We saw that was in full HD. There's the clip. We'll upload it just like that. Once a video is uploaded to Dubb, it's going to transcode for a bit. And then in your library, you're going to see videos available in multiple different definitions. So yeah, normally it's going to be available in up to 4K. So let me find one of my previous ones that I've done. It will, though, depend on the quality of your screen or the size of the screen, the quality that you've selected. And then here we go. So this one will be available. And so there's this setting on this page, guys, that you can also manipulate. It will by default resort to its highest resolution. And then last thing is when you're going to go post these to social, you will download the version here, and that will also download its highest available resolution. And just be aware, if you've done a trim, the MP4, that will be the trimmed version. So if you trimmed something off inside of Dubb, this will be the trimmed version, and this will be the untrimmed version. So just be aware of those two different download options as well. But doing that from there would result in the highest available resolution that it was recorded in. Now, if you only recorded it in a lower resolution, it would only be available for download in that lower resolution. That's sort of the best practices for how to get the highest resolution. Now, a couple little key tips here, guys. Your cell phone, whether you're on iPhone or Android, Mac or PC, there is likely an option to connect your webcam, your cell phone, as your webcam. For newer Macs, it's native. It's called a continuity camera is what it's called. So you can use your cell phone as your webcam and for recording your videos on Dubb. And in fact, you could even use your rear facing camera, which is going to result in a really high resolution. You'll just have to probably do something like this, where if I'm going to set up my camera, I'm going to do it like this. So here's my Dubb cam. I'm set up. I'm going to have to set up my screen like this so that I can see myself, if that makes sense. Like I want to make sure, because if you're using the rear facing camera, you can't see yourself. So you'll need to set up like a mirror or another camera on this side so that you can see yourself while you're recording yourself. That's really a key to get the highest resolution possible on this, because this camera is going to be a lot better than most of your webcams, most of your other little external little plugins and stuff like that. This one's going to be really high res. That's what I recommend doing if you want the highest resolution possible. Without, and of course, you can get a DSLR, a big fancy camera, and use that as well. But almost everybody has a newish cell phone, which likely has a really high quality camera. That's truly the key to getting the best resolution on your Dubb videos or for your YouTube videos or TikToks or stuff in general, is using that rear facing camera. But you got to set up a little sort of mirror or camera situation so that you can watch yourself. Because guys, I can't tell you how frustrating it is to set up a camera like this and go and record a couple minutes of a video only to realize that your head was cut off, or it was shaking, or some other little stupid error that makes it unpostable. And then you just lost all your motivation to go do that again. So definitely take my advice there, where you can see yourself if you decide to use your rear facing camera.